Ben and Emily, thanks for joining us on Movies and Musicals. Emily, I was just thinking actually coming over today that it's interesting timing 2018 because it's 100 years since women got the vote, both in the UK and in Ireland.
Wow.
And of course the suffragette theme was so strong in the first one, and you know, Jane has very much taken after her mother, hasn't she?
Yes, Jane is a Labour activist. Her mother was a suffragette. But between the first movie and the second movie, women got the vote, as you said.
Yeah.
So Jane doesn't have to fight for women's rights, but she's fighting for workers' rights and for the unemployed and the poor and the dispossessed in the depression between the wars in England.
And Ben, we didn't expect that Michael would end up working in the bank, but sadly he has to.
He has to, yes.
Yeah.
Circumstances have made it. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the sort of touching things that he's sort of helplessly drawn back to his father's old workplace, even though he doesn't like it, doesn't want to be there.
I've actually been talking to everybody else this morning about your song, A Conversation, because it's such a beautiful song and you perform it so beautifully, and it's such a touching moment in the film. I was wondering about your initial reaction to hearing it. What did you make of it?
Well, I really thought it was a beautiful song, but I suppose I didn't know whether it would work because it's such a sort of quiet interior moment, and it's not very long into the film at that point. I wondered if it would work. But I think it does. I think it sort of sets up something that you understand why Mary Poppins has to come back.
Yeah,
There's a problem that needs addressing. Yeah.
Emily, you have worked with some incredible directors over the years, the likes of Martin Scorsese in the mix there. Can you tell me what it's like, give us an insight into what it's like working with Rob Marshall?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, he's one of the greats in my mind. I think he's just brilliant at what he does. I don't think there's anyone else that could have directed this movie, and it's a kind of as with Martin Scorsese or one of these great auteur directors, it's kind of a stealth business how he manages to get performances out of everybody and make everything work. He's like the puppet master. There's not a frame of this movie that doesn't have his fingerprints all over it, and yet he's not micromanaging you in any way. He's making you feel free. He's making you feel trusted and loved, and it all comes from love. He just is encouraging to the nth degree, to the point where you feel like you could do anything. You might even be able to fly.
And we don't know you both as musical actors as such. Now that you've dipped your toe in the water, is it something you'd like to go back to?
You should, I think. I think he can really sing. I mean,
Emily really wants a dance routine.
I do.
I would like to come
to
down a staircase.
Yes, I would like to come down a white staircase with a sort of feathers in my hair and very high heeled shoes.
Can I come down with you?
Yes, please. You can have a silver top cane and a top hat.
It would be a good double act. Well, you've put the
happen.
word out. That's pretty good. Ben and Emily, thank you very much.
Thank you.